So, ObsCure. um, I must say I'm a bit not sure. Um, I don't think that it is a bad game. Don't get me wrong here. I think it's definitely a decent and actually good horror game. Um, but of course I understand that the game needs a bit of a curve. When it comes to the game climax and all that, and this is absolutely okay and fine. Um, but the thing is, I was hoping a bit that it keeps up the mood from the beginning, because this mood was awesome. It was really, really good. Um, in the end, it was a bit too much of the combat stuff. A bit too much enemies, a bit too strong enemies. It, I think it drove away the mood from the horror part and more into the action part, you could say. Um, Although the mood was still there, it was not completely gone. But I think that I would have liked it better if there were less enemies. Um, and definitely some rooms were too dark in my opinion. I couldn't see any shit. Um, but I could I would say it is definitely one of the better horror games I've played. Also one of the horror games where I got actually scared at some points of the game. That is quite hard actually. Um, and therefore you could say I think it's a solid 6 or 7, 6 out of 10. I would say, because the thing is, I still don't know what is all about the experiment stuff. I don't know if we survived actually, or what happened there. I mean, something happened actually in the last frame. We all saw that. And um, I think it should act as a hint that there will come a second part. I also don't know actually if Aftermath or Obscure 2 comes first after that, but according to the title, I would guess Aftermath. Um, so I'm still confused, and what I don't like is if I need to play another game to understand fully what is going on. Um, so that's a point down for me, or a down point for me. Um, and like I said, I would have liked it better if there were less enemies, especially in the end. It was a bit like, yeah, go into the room and simply shoot around until nothing moves anymore. um, so that killed a bit, oh yeah, a good amount of the horror atmosphere for me. Um, if there weren't any enemies, of course, it would be also a bit boring. So I understand that there have to be enemies in some point, and I do like that more than if games have enemies you can't defeat and have to sneak around and hide. Um, what I wanted, what I want to say here is I am terrible, terribly bad um, when it comes to stealth and hiding stuff. Um, so I like that version for a horror game more from what ObsCure has. Also like Silent Hill and all that. I like that more. But it was a bit too much. And what I get together, for me at least, so far from the plot is there were the twin brothers and the wife of Leonard, the nurse, Elizabeth, and they found some plant somewhere on the expeditions. And they decided to, yeah, let's take that with us and experiment on that to maybe achieve immortal life. And things got horribly wrong again and again and again, and Leonard decided to simply try it out on himself, which went obviously horribly wrong. And on Herbert and Elizabeth, it somehow worked. Somehow. I mean, they were over 100 years old at this point. And Herbert, our principal, tried to research for an antidote to cure his twin brother Leonard. And was seemingly almost there. But I mean, he was apeshit insane. So I don't know if we really can believe that. And for research purposes, he founded a school and experimented on some students. At least that is what I got so far. And I mean, a good point is that the government isn't in the game like, yeah, let's do that. Go for it, my dude. And experiment on students. That's totally fine, as long as we get immortal life for that in exchange. So I think it's definitely valid and good point that the devs had the government be like, no, not with us. It's a bit more. It makes more sense for me. And so yeah, but I still think a lot of the stuff is very confusing. If I missed something here, please let me know. I do not think that I will keep in mind everything from a plot. Especially not if I play a game for the first time. Um, and I played this game actually for the first time. In the past, I only played it to that point where we get the acid in the cup. Um, and so I don't think that you can count that really. Um, Also, I don't know what it was with the last stage, if we have to simply shoot at him, and I made it by accident correctly, or if we simply had to survive a certain amount of time until the sun burns him down. Um, so yeah, a lot of question marks for me. And this is the downside of the game for me. But I think the music was actually good. Um, the characters, of course, we didn't get much of them. Um, so we know that Ashley, I think, the girl with the dark hair, was Kenny's girlfriend. Um, and Shannon, I think. The blonde girl. Um, is the sister of Kenny, maybe? And the other were simply friends of him. Um, so, of course, we get a profile of them. I do actually like that in games, if we have a little bit of a profile for the characters. Um, but also the documents we found were confusing as shit. I don't know if it was more because of a language barrier or if it was simply a lot of academic stuff which nobody really understands if one is not into that topic. Um, so yeah, because of these downsides, I would give the game a 6 or maybe 6.5 out of 10. It is a solid horror game. I would recommend it, definitely. I'm happy to have it also in my shelf over there. And so, but I don't know if it would count to one of the games I would play on a regular basis sometime again. So yeah, decent, good game. A bit confusing. And I guess we would no, we would understand it more if we also play the other parts. At least I hope so. But like I said, I don't like it if you have to play another game to understand the game. Um, so yeah, like always, let me know your opinion in the comments about that. What did you like about the game? What didn't you like about the game? And yeah, I would say we will see us in the next project. Bye.